Well, what do you know? This live stream thing still does work. I know it's been quite some time dealing with some sickness or whatever the hell it was that I've got. Fortunately, the the antibiotics have cleared all that stuff up, so we're back to somewhat of some normalcy, whatever that may be on my end. That's what we're back. So hopefully, hey, have everybody had a great Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. Hopefully, you had some awesome time off and got a chance to spend some time with friends and family. Maybe Bourbon Santa was good for a lot of you guys as well. So, but looking forward to tonight. I know being the the end of 2025 here, figured we would just open this thing up, have a good time tonight, share some pours. That's really what it's kind of all about. And I want to do obviously more of these kinds of things throughout the year and just kind of BSing and having some fun. There's no point in making all of this stuff, stuffy and pretentious or any of that stuff. It's about sharing some pours and some good conversations and all of that. That's the main thing. So looking forward to that. So if anybody wants to jump on tonight, Jonathan's already in the background. I think he was chewing on some M&Ms I'd left in the green room. So we'll see how that all goes. But we're looking forward to just kind of having a good, fun, laid back night tonight. Let me know what you guys are going to be sipping on. And again, if you want to jump on and BS with us, you're more than welcome. The link is pinned in the chat. So if you guys want to do that, that's cool. But let me say hi to a few people and we'll get this thing going. Brady the Great, what's up, Brady? Good to see you. Randall, as always. Maybe Randall will pop on here in a little bit. Eric, Smoking Firewater, good to see you, buddy. Oh, the master BSer himself, Travis, good to see you, brother. I got to talk to you later about the stuff coming from Kings County and when we can get that stuff going. So if you're on, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Maybe we can chat and get that stuff going. I have talked to him, but we may need to push the date and stuff back a little bit at this point, but we'll see. Who else we got? All right, TJ, jump on anytime. So, oh boy, Girth's in here. He found the link. I wasn't sure that guy like that would actually be able to find a pin link, but what do you know? What do you know? Looks like he's got part of his looks like Girth got part of his Macho Man Randy Savage stuff hanging up on his wall there tonight behind him over his right shoulder, but I don't know. Or maybe a Ric Flair cape or something. I don't know. That's while I read the comment, let me bring all these guys on. These are the master BSers right here. So all right, BS number 1, BS number 2, and the head BSer right here. Good to see everybody. What's up, boys?
I'm so glad that costume wasn't on Girth's bedpost. I don't want to see that on screen.
Oh man, this is a bunch of BSers. There's only one other person, maybe two other people in here that would have to pop in to make this a master BS class. Would be that. So
yeah, we would need Travis.
Not all of them. So look at this. I mentioned his name, and here comes another BSer. Randall, good to see you, brother.
Hey, greetings, all you BSers.
Man, it's gonna be a master BS class. If there's anybody who wants to know how to BS, you come to the right place tonight. So, but hey, was Bourbon Santa good to any of you guys?
Yeah.
I had the flu, so there was no Christmas here.
Oh no! I heard it's been pretty nasty, and all that stuff's been going around. So
I was in the hospital. It was awful.
Oh jeez. Yeah. All right. Sounds like the herpes flared back up on you a little bit, hey?
Yeah. It was all fucked up, man.
That's what happens, man. You gotta be careful when you start getting a little older. You gotta have those antibiotics ready to go, man. You never know when things are gonna flare up on you.
I'm gonna try
it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Antiseptic.
You got it. You got it. What's everyone sipping on? Oh, now you got a wild turkey. Okay.
Nice.
From 2013.
Oh, geez. All right.
We got some Austin Nichols wild turkey.
All right.
That's nice. I'm just doing the Corbin Cash at 21090 sweet potato whiskey.
Nice. How actually Sugar Kitty sent me one of those. I've got to send him some other things, but he actually sent me a little bit of that sweet potato. So what is it? Like distilled sweet potatoes?
That's it. Just distilled sweet potato.
Yeah, interesting.
Pretty good proof.
Sweet potato. supposed to be good for your health.
Man, I can't even imagine.
Eight
Like
years.
it seems like it wants to be
132
like
proof.
really sweet.
It is sweet.
How will
What
it
was
blind? How will it blind with rice whiskey?
Oh man. I'll tell you what, that rice whiskey from a couple years ago,
Yeah,
from JT Mellick, that stuff,
Yeah,
it surprised the hell out of me in a very good way. I was a big fan of that stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's definitely sweeter. It's got a deeper taste than the rice whiskey. So
Yeah. Cheers, Tom. Good to see you, brother. Who else we got here? Paulie P is in the house. Good to see Paul. Mr. James Lay. Good to see you, buddy. Look at this guy. He must be on well how come JG's not in here? He must have got kicked off or something. Maybe he couldn't figure out how to use the link or something. But
Yeah.
Mr. Eric Mays, good to see you, buddy.
He's probably saving himself for Jason.
It could be that. It could be that too. So if he only gets two or three a week or something, he's just going to bypass this. So what else we got? So Mr. Dorman, good to see you. I'm guessing most of the harvesting season for all the farmers is probably done with at this point. So,
Oh yeah.
but so everybody have a good Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate.
Yes, sir.
We did.
Don't everyone get excited.
Yeah, jeez.
What about you? What did you do? Were you on like a beach in an island somewhere?
No, we were oh Jesus, I tell you, even some of these guys, there's some people that I wasn't sure could figure out how to find the links, but they're figuring this stuff out. I figured that if Girth could find the link, then just about anybody. Travis is proof of that. So no, we were gone over Thanksgiving, but we were sicker than hell while we were there too, but we made the best of it. So
Jeez. We hit our special needs quota tonight. Look at this guy. That's right at you, Travis.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm green.
What do we got here? Any new bottles show up under the tree for anybody that were either a surprise or anything like that?
Yeah.
No.
Well, my kids got me the little book Infinite 2, which was nice. Even though I told them no bourbon this year, they didn't listen.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what my mother-in-law
They
got.
didn't listen.
And I friggin' tell this woman,
Nope.
people need to not buy me whiskey, okay? Because this
Jim
this
Beam
is
white
what
label.
she gave me a 175 of Shell for larceny. Shoot me in the fucking
Nice.
Awesome.
The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. Man, oh man.
You blend that with
she
Maker's Cask and do Prudent Pappy.
Come on, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good 93 proof like Weeder cocktail for crying out loud. You got 175. You got like 65 jugs of it right there. So you're good.
Use
without
that in baking. Bourbon balls. The fuck, throw it in your banana bread. Throw it in your coffee in the morning.
Jeez.
Put it in Rice Krispie treats.
Apparently, Girth's just going to insult people all night long off camera.
That tracks.
Toby, if I'm going to become an actual full-blown alcoholic, it's not going to be because of larceny small batch.
No,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I
Definitely
think Corvette Trey did the biggest score. Gosh, his family got him with 2 tanagers, Toby, and
What?
what
CNE.
else?
Shit.
Yeah, CNE and something else. I mean, geez.
Jeez,
what
man.
That's-
That was weird. Like I got the tanager late. Actually, it was only a sample that they sent, but it was late. And when I sat down with that thing, it's maybe 200 mLs or something. And I wasn't sure about the thing like at first. When I was sipping on it, I'm like, man, this is just not, this just wasn't what I was somehow expecting. I don't know if I
Did
made
you have
it
last
bigger.
year's?
I did. And I liked it. I guess I wasn't like overly crazy. And maybe there was part of that in the back of my mind as well, that I kind of already had it. But this one, and again, it kind of started off that way. And then as that thing opened up, man, oh man, it really in a very good way. And then I found an old sample.
Who's got their live stream on? Why is there an echo?
So good, it was ridiculous. So, but once that thing opened up and took off, man, it turned into one of the better whiskeys I've had all year. So it's pretty fantastic. So Not sure I want to spend like whatever the I don't know, secondary prices are on it, because I think it's only
No,
it's
no,
only
no.
like $150 whiskey, but
Correct.
I don't know what I can only imagine it's got to be $500, $600, $700 or something, if not
Yeah,
more.
it does.
So no, I did get internet. So all right, here I'll say this. So I did actually order new internet stuff all today. I just need to pick it all up either I think tomorrow or Friday, because this shit that I've been rolling with here. Plus it's like minus 15 degrees. It's cold as shit here right now. So the gerbils don't like running on those wheels when it gets cold like that. So but anyway, so what else? But has anybody else had the Tanager? Like, do you? I know. Did people? You've had the 25, Toby? You had, and
Yeah,
and
I think first crack is not. It doesn't show as well as after you've had a couple pours out, and then I think it's better than last year. But I think it's just incrementally better than last year. I don't. It's not a revolutionary evolution, but it's very good, especially for being an technically an unfinished cigar blend.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I mean, like, we all hear cigar blend nowadays, and you automatically want to default to there being, Amburana in it. Like, I honestly don't know, like, from their standpoint, I don't know if I would want to use that term, because they're using it technical, meaning they're truly trying to pair it with a cigar, like not based on the finishes. Because it's really not a finished whiskey. I mean, it's really not. Other than the what the hell are they? What's the like slow water reduction called? Petito, yeah. So when you're adding basically barrel aged water to it through that slow reduction, I don't know. I don't know enough about the science behind it, but it's got to be better than just using, regular, limestone water or whatever it may be. But, and I'm sure through them doing it slowly and different evaporation times and all that, maybe that's allowing for more, water to kind of end up as angel share versus alcohol, or just, whatever that may be. But man, when I went back to the other sample I had, now in fairness, I had like a 2-ounce sample of the 24, and that had sat for a year, and I had about half of that. So I don't know how fair that even was, because the 25 to me was significantly better. So now in fairness, it may not have been like that thing could have oxidized or whatever, but I don't know, man. I was really digging the 25 this year after it opened up a little bit, but whatever. So anybody have like a really, like I guess I don't want to say surprise, but like one that maybe you weren't quite expecting to be as good, and I guess maybe the opposite, one that wasn't as good for you that you thought was maybe going to be better than it was?
Jefferson Cast Strength.
Yep.
Oh, are you saying in a good way?
A good one.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, good way for the price.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. I feel like that would have to be almost a brand. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like that's a brand nowadays that needs to have some hype behind it, meaning like you need to hear from a few people as to how good that thing is before you just go out and buy a bottle of Jefferson's like off the shelf, even if it's a cast strength,
Buy that one.
I mean, because their 4 and 5 year picks were over $100, and this is an 8-year, and it's 70 or cheaper, like out in California.
Yeah.
This doesn't surprise me coming from this guy. Mad Dog 2020 was high on his list, of course.
He was
probably
some Fireball last night. So yeah,
I could picture JG like drinking like a I don't know, like a 2-liter like wine cooler with a big old like twisty straw or something like that.
Scott, this was
totally.
That 4-year purple top they just released. I think that's pretty good for. It was $54 here.
Nice. JP's probably more of a Manischewitz guy, though.
Oh, Manischewitz. Oh, look at you. Man. I thought that was the one with the with that purple top. I saw a couple people, I think if it's the same one, that they were just not digging that thing like at all. Like maybe it was one that I don't know if it was the same or not, but there were a couple of the Willets that people were not crazy about this year. So
this one was pretty good.
Huh. All right, interesting.
Yeah, I think people are on both sides of the fence on it and everything. So
yeah, that's for sure. I've got it. I think it's fine for the price. I wouldn't pay any more for it than MSRP.
Yeah, some people are spending $75, $80 for that bottle, or the stores are charging that, and I'm like, I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't 50, 55, $54.
Well, plus it's got a little bit of, it's got some name recognition behind it, so just automatically people are going to want to, maybe pull the trigger on something like that, yeah, just by default and take a shot. Maybe you hit a home run, maybe you don't, but that's for me, that's always been kind of a brand that you either kind of are almost like, very passionate about, like people are with Buffalo Trace. People like love Willet or kind of like don't. It seems to be like you're either on one side of the fence or not a lot of times with Willet stuff. But
I'm just glad it's not Willet pot still in a different bottle.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because the pot still's a weeded mash bill too, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was weeded. I knew it was obviously pot still, but I didn't know that was a weeded mash bill.
I thought it was just bad.
Well, I mean, they've probably every single one of those bottles they've sold because of what the bottle looks like.
Yeah, makes one heck of a lamp.
Yeah, I mean,
Poor bastard's probably
I've got one.
getting a purple top.
I've got one downstairs that even has the little that stupid like little razor thing that it sits on or whatever. So that was I got suckered in like early on. I was like buying every single thing I ever could, and we were at Willet and they had them sitting out there and they had like its own little pedestal. I'm like, of course I want one of those. Who doesn't want one of these things sitting on their shelf?
Yeah.
Jesus. But never opened it, and it sat there forever. And then once you started hearing about how the whiskey was, you're like, man, that thing's just gonna sit there forever. So
I think this was from this year. The Penelope light whiskey they released. Was that the 17 or 18 year?
17.
That was exceptional.
Yeah, it was. Man, there's been some really, I think this year there have been some really, really amazing light whiskeys, and maybe we'll see even more of that this year. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much of the older stuff is sitting around. I feel like there would be a lot of it because there was a lot, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's going to be anything that, I don't know, that either comes back or goes away, or
no, the new Knob Creek, the 12-year cast strength. That's coming back. Talk to me.
Yeah. No, I think everybody's
OGD 7-year barrels or single barrels. I'll at least be in for one of them.
I'm telling you that the Knob Creek 12-year cast strength, people are going to forget about Elijah Craig and their stupid proof. I mean, age statements. I think that's all going to take a back seat to Jim.
Well, what's the price going to be? I mean, it used to be what was it when it first came out? Was it like $80
at most?
So it was either 69
now,
or 79.
Well, like with Jim Beam and all their things, do they just kind of hop back to the same thing and like raise the price by double? Now is it going to be $150 whiskey?
Well, that depends. Do they want to close a second distillery and make more stupid decisions? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think they got to the point where they didn't even need it, man. Things are bad from that standpoint when you don't even need the entire facility to just shut down. Like that's a bad sign right there.
I think it's a worse.
They're also still producing down the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even their main. That's not even their main facility. That's not their main production facility.
I think it's a worse sign that they invited us to their facility next year.
Yeah.
Have they met? Have they met us?
They've seen one or two.
All right, so somebody's already mentioned October 16th of next year then, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some guy with a big nose.
Some of us already have our hotel room.
Okay, some of you guys already like, all right. I figured I've been like so damn out of the loop between being sick and a new puppy. It's like, holy Christ, man. If this is what like having kids and fatherhood was like, oh Jesus, I don't know, man.
You're gonna go stand in front of a microwave. Yeah.
Holy Christ, I don't know how
What'd you get?
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus.
What'd you get?
A little Boston Terrier.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome because it got Boston in the name.
So did you put a top 10 list together, Hock? For yours?
I'm recording all of that. For me, like 10, could you do 10? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a top, generally speaking, not like a top 10. Like, I think like you could squeeze out 10, I guess if you have every single release and stuff throughout the year is tough. I kind of do it where there's some more honorable mentions and then kind of like a top 5 for me. So I've got all of that, but it doesn't always have, every single, every $400 bottle that nobody ever got. Like, I mean, anybody can put a list like that together because it's expensive. That doesn't mean shit, like, yeah, sometimes I'm not going to like bash anybody. You can do whatever you want. But like having a top 10 list of every goddamn whiskey that like nobody could get unless you live in like a particular state, what's the point of that? There has to be some, I don't know, there has to be some other factors that play into it. So, but I don't know. I also mix bourbon and whiskey, those two together, and then I have rye separate. So that's kind of how I did. That's how I did those this year. So
you want to break Scott's brain? What are your top 10 scotches?
Yeah.
He'll have 2 on the list.
I couldn't give you a top. I couldn't give you a top 1. I couldn't give you a top 1
Daniels
list.
and Knob Creek.
Yeah. I should do like Irish whiskeys. Start out with like proper 12 as being one or something. See how that all goes.
I'll hit the like button if you do that.
Proper 12. But look at who invited the Grinch here. Not interested in doing a list for all any year. Jeez.
Whiskey
looks like he got up on the wrong side of the bed today. It looks like. Jesus, Marty. All right. I think he gave everybody who has a top 5 or top 10 list the middle finger is what he did right there.
Yeah.
He's been grumpy all week. Yeah.
Been grumpy all week. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I was when I saw the Jim Beam thing, I was a little bit, I guess I was kind of surprised, but to shut an entire facility. I know not the main production, but man, that's still a big deal though, in my opinion.
Yeah, but when you consider their inventory, millions of barrels, I can't even imagine seeing a million barrels. That's just incredible. And trying to maintain that inventory, and
yeah, I mean, clearly they're, even with kind of there being a little bit of a downswing, and we've been dealing with this now, I'll say for a couple of years. Like they must really be feeling the pinch in terms of, export. Clearly, like that stuff is just not leaving the United States like it used to. So, and I guess they're looking at it from the standpoint, I'm guessing, that they've got so much whiskey aging that they just no longer even have to worry about production. Now, again, maybe it's only a year, so they probably feel like through the production they can sit on that and not have to worry about it being a year. That's the only thing I can think of. But I don't know. That'll be interesting to see how that all transpires. And if anybody else follows suit, I mean, if Jim Beam is kind of feeling it, the other guys are as well. So,
But they are taking this time to do some updates and upgrades too to that facility, so they say.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a little bit of a spin that they can put on it, but I don't know.
A good friend of mine knows someone that works there, and they're saying that that they're the whole thing that they're having a hardship's a bunch of bullshit. So again, they can be told to say that. What do I know?
When you say like hardships, are you talking about like production from that standpoint, or
like they're losing money, so they're shutting down a facility and hiding under the facade of upgrades.
Oh, well, yeah, that's always probably, those guys are always going to come out with some positive way to spin something. No one's going to come out and say, the market sucks, we can't get rid of our whiskey, but we're just going to close this place down, so. What else we got?
Oh, hey, Jonathan, just saw you. Sorry.
Actually, Hock, what I heard was they're wanting to make some kind of upgrade to the still there. I guess it takes 10 or 12 people to operate, and they're wanting to do something to where it takes less than half of that to operate. So again, don't know for sure, but
yeah,
no one's losing their jobs.
That's a big number right there. I mean, if you're talking about just Canada, 50 million in Q2, I mean, Jesus.
Maybe they're waiting for Trump.
I got nothing good to drink now.
Now, is that 50 million from Beam or 50 million bourbon industry wide?
Industry.
Because I read a figure that,
well,
I think they lost 150 some million or something.
Well, that's just Q2, so, I mean, that's a quarter of the year. Like what happened with 1, 3, and 4, so, I mean, that's a lot of money, whether it's, just bourbon or all spirits or whatever it is. I don't know how much, I don't know, like with that facility, like, are they even making anything other than whiskey in those places? I don't know, but I have no idea. Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of us. We all have so much like damn whiskey, but you can't stop that chase part of it. So, how's it going, Kim? Good to see Kim. It's been a little while, so hopefully things are starting to normalize for you guys a little bit.
The Jack Daniels picks were good.
Yeah, I just drank the bourbon. It was like a fudgy bomb is what that thing was. There's no doubt about that.
The what? Bourbon.
Huh?
Didn't they get on to you about that?
What? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what anybody says. We were literally in Tennessee, and they're all telling us it's bourbon. Only the Tennessee guys get butthurt when you say bourbon. Like, it's the thing. It's not even the people who make the shit. It's just all the other guys.
One guy, Dick.
You don't think they get butthurt when you say fudgy bomb?
That did. And Travis did perk up when I said that. He did chime in pretty quickly. So sorry. The Tennessee whiskey that I was drinking before was like a fudge bomb. I apologize.
It was a little chocolatey.
Yeah. As it opens up a little bit, like I've barely gotten into mine, but man, when that thing really gets going, now I'm on to the rye, this thing was a monster.
The last couple of bottles I bought of the Tennessee whiskey was way too banana heavy, so I stopped buying them.
Oh,
Jonathan, you can call it bourbon. I'm fine with that. It's just him.
I'm on my just me. Yeah, sorry. I got to refer to it as the Tennessee whiskey. All you squires get all worked up about all this stuff. I should see, like, I know Adam Dorman's in here. He was on the pick and stuff with us too. Yes, the rye is killer, but I know all the squires, they don't want me calling this shit bourbon. That's for sure.
I mean, dude, Peter B in Connecticut from his local Costco, I brought me a JD rye. It's like right there, $55. How do you beat that?
Dude, it may be the best value in all of whiskey. Like what you get.
I agree.
I don't even know anymore. Like when you see the price of this stuff, I mean, Jesus, it's crazy.
What else are you going to find for that price and what you get for it?
This was a 1-13.
No idea.
This was a
no idea.
So there's your that's a koi.
Yeah, it's a koi 55. How do you beat that? I don't know how you do that.
It's some amazing whiskey. I know just being when we were doing the pick, holy moly, it was just when we got a hold of this thing, it was like kind of game over at that point. So
how do you do a barrel pick at Jack Daniels and not like be on the floor? Everything's like
not be what?
Not end up on the floor.
Oh,
because they just give you 3 or 4 samples. I mean, whenever we did a ride, it was just 3 barrels, I think.
I don't know. I was fortunate enough
3
to
or 4.
sit on the K Luke pick with the Hello Again whiskey friends, and there was 8 of them.
If you go through all 3 and you don't like it, they've got more backup to come out.
We stumbled to the Cuban restaurant after being at Justin's House of Bourbon.
And that Silver Springs rye too was a great bottle for a price, you know.
Dude, I absolutely loved it. I probably have to hit Travis up because it is still one of my favorites from this year. When you combine price and flavor and all that, like to me, it's a fantastic rye whiskey. Love it.
I've still yet to see one.
And they may end up being Scotch, or your first Scotch you'll ever buy.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we did actually get some of those during. I was wondering where you're going with that. I'm like, what did I miss something? No, that thing was amazing. That was an amazing Scotch that we had, but I think we won't get those until I think February or March. They're done, but they probably won't get picked up for a little while. So
that's fine.
I'm trying to think of what we have probably coming. I know Jason may have said some stuff yesterday, but I know obviously we did the Pinhook stuff. What else? The Jimmy Red stuff is in. That will be probably here very soon. The Russells, I think, are coming really soon.
What were the locations of the Russells?
Oh man, I'd have to go back and look and see what it was.
Was that one in M?
Am I the only one drinking?
I don't know if it was CNE.
So I am.
I got that's a little bit of Tanyard Hill. I got.
Ooh.
That's so good. Such a good bottle.
I wish I would have found one or got one, but it didn't. It didn't happen. I know that's going to be. I know that's going to be really high for a lot of people this year. And
so this single barrel to me is not a good one. I mean, it's 141. It's not bad whiskey. Don't get me wrong, but it's not one to sit there and pay 4 times the price of it. Nowhere near.
So Darrell and a bunch of people came over on Saturday, and he says his wife gave him a Tanyard Hill for Christmas. Apparently, she used his clout and went to the local store and got one to surprise him. That's
really
great. Good for her.
Wow. To even be able to go to the store, that's another thing too. So
they'll hold something for him once in a while, but it was nice to be able to surprise. That's pretty cool.
What's up, Donald? Good to see you from Montreal.
Yeah, screw the Canadians, Donald. Bite me.
They don't get American whiskey anymore. He'll drink all the Scotch and stuff that he's got at this point. So
yeah, Donald Rance, you can drink some Blanchard's Canadian.
Oh jeez.
What else? Where were your? Yeah, this is a good question. What were your thoughts on the Heritage Barrel?
Good.
Loved it.
I liked it.
I've had 3 different ones. One of them was good. The other 2 have been great.
Drain
and
pour.
I've heard the other.
Drain pour.
Send it my way then, if it's gonna be a drain pour for you.
We got a thumbs down from the man from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather this for the same price.
I only had a sample, so I don't know how fair, if you're only getting an ounce or 2. I don't know how good that is to be able to make that kind of judgment. I feel like bottles like that, you need a few pours to really kind of get into them and see what happens in an actual bottle. So
I mean, if you're
what didn't you like about it, Jonathan?
I had a sour note on the 2 bottles I tried. It was just
that's just your mouth. That's just your mouth.
Yeah. All right. I tried it at the Blitz, and I was drinking with Jeffrey Lack, and neither one of us finished the pour. So I'm not
that's because you were drunk as shit.
Who was it?
You probably were drinking.
Yeah,
You were probably drinking Malort, and someone told you it was the Heritage.
Yeah.
I think somebody tried to say that was the debut.
No.
You know, one budget model that I felt was considerably better than I expected was the OGD 7-year bottle and bond. For the price,
Yes.
I thought that was just a really solid, everyday bottle.
Yeah.
I felt it had actual fruity notes in it. The nuttiness was cut back in it, and $35-40, it's really good too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of like the OGD stuff. Like I really do. I do kind of like dig it. Now the 114 for me sometimes can be like a little ethanol-y. Like it can be. I don't think it's like very very old. So when you get super high proof like that or higher proof, and it's young, it can get very like ethanol-y a little bit. So that's that. But I think a lot of times those bottles and bonds that they have are maybe some of the best stuff, excluding like some of the Knob Creek stuff and things like that. But that's great value as well. So but
I like the 16 a lot. It was just so expensive.
Here's going to be kind of like a good, I guess, a good question for you guys. But where did the new like Elijah Craig barrel proof rye kind of fall for you guys this year?
The one from the distillery, awesome.
No. Yeah. Just the regular.
You're talking about A925,
the 108 proof.
Yeah, just the regular kind of batch one that they released.
No, I got to try it at a bottle share, and glad I didn't pick it up because I would pick Jack Daniels every day over that. Not even think about it.
Yeah,
I've only tried the one.
Part of the problem was that didn't come out until after we'd already had the one from the Blitz, and it was just like, why would you buy seed or A925 when you got this killer bottle?
I'm glad I bought two of those. At the
and it's
what
was that one that we had, like 131 or 133
132 132 proof, and it's an 8 to 9 year blend versus a 12-year at 108, and there's no competition.
132.
I just thought the release was kind of like, okay, like it felt like what they were doing was like just by sheer, I guess demand, they felt like they had to probably put something out. I don't know if they really wanted to blow people away with anything. So it was kind of like dipping their toes in the water a little bit and just kind of seeing where this was going to go. I'm assuming that they'll continue to release these things like they are with the ECBP. Is that the understanding that they're going to do it 3 times a year?
Supposedly.
Okay.
I mean, they could do that or do like Bernheim and only do it twice. We don't know yet.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what I was also kind of wondering with that, like with kind of how the releases have been with the ECBP stuff. Like, what do you think they would consider just doing like an A and B? Do we still really need A, B, and C? Like, you feel like you'd rather have a tweak in there rather than having to force something 3 times a year?
I'd rather
if you look around,
make a good batch.
They're going to start hearing back from retailers and distributors because everybody's getting backed up on ECBP.
Larceny as well.
And larceny. Yeah, absolutely. They're going to start hearing.
I haven't bought a larceny in a year because I have too many.
Yeah. I mean, there's D batch just showed up here from larceny, and the majority of stores either had C924 or A125 still.
Yep.
The newest larceny for me was probably the best one that they've ever released, and the reason for that was because the profile is completely different. It's so much darker than what in the world is someone like on a walkie-talkie? Oh, we're gonna find out. Yeah, it's Girth. He's like using his walkie-talkie. He's got his CB radio like fired up, I think. Roger that, big buddy.
Background noise.
Okay, there you go. Mate, how's that?
I didn't hear anything, but if it was me, I wouldn't hear it.
Oh, maybe it was just your voice. Maybe it was just your voice.
Yeah, I got a phone call that muted all the stuff, and I couldn't. That's why I had to jump off and jump back on.
Oh, it sounds better now. It sounds
Maybe
good.
it's the metal plate in his head.
Might be.
Yeah, I was kind of like curious, like what or how like Elijah Craig or how Heaven Hill was going to start to navigate some of that, because like Travis said, and I think Toby said, like those things are starting to back up where there's stuff from 24 still sitting on the shelves. You know, no one's going to bring this stuff in anymore if the inventory is just sitting there from a year and a half ago. You know,
I mean, some stores are clearancing them out. They're like $49 now.
Oh wow, not here.
This is the first time at one of my local stores I've ever seen ECBP on the shelf.
I know I brought this up with a couple people, but I was pointing out a store in Massachusetts where I was able to get a Remus Gatsby for $139.
Buy it.
Really?
Cow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's right behind me. Yeah, it's
Wow,
it was
139.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
the 24 Gatsby is still sitting all over Lexington.
Really?
So
Man, I saw that.
That's a good bottle.
I saw it at the store the other day, like one of our small ones. It was like two something. I want to say like 220. Does that sound right?
The MSRP
200
on
is
it's like
MSRP.
270. The MSRP.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 260.
Oh, maybe it was maybe it was 270. Maybe it was 270.
See, I
Maybe it
thought-
wasn't 220.
I thought the regular Remus, repeal reserve or whatever they call it is 100, and I thought the Gatsby was 200 MSRP.
No, I checked it on Breaking
No,
Bourbon.
okay. All right.
And I'll tell you, I got a Remus 7 for 65, which was on
Oh, wow.
clearance.
That's somebody.
And I got a Rebel 10, which was 11 years old, and that was also 60. That was $60.
Okay.
That's the cheapest I've ever seen that bottle. It's
Oh.
usually 100.
Yeah, I would say, like, I mean, even if you're a fan of like kind of what some of the good larcenies used to be, yeah, I think if you tried the C925, you may be a little bit surprised as to how good, but how different it really was. It was by far my favorite that they've ever done.
My
So,
You
favorite.
got
Was,
5 people you could send a sample to. We can.
we can
yeah,
tell you. I'll
yeah,
pay for this.
I'd be happy to. So
I have to say the B522 was my favorite batch.
oh, I've not had one better. I've not had one better than the C925 yet. Only because I think it just changed. Yeah, because here was my issue with it. Forever, it became like this kind of creamy strawberry flavor just over and over. There was never anything that changed about it really at all. That was the thing I struggled with the most with the Larceny barrel proofs. That it just
I've
felt
never
like,
had any of them since the new label.
oh,
Okay. I've had 2 and then 2 store picks from it.
Yeah, I've had a store. I've had a store pick. Lance got a hold of. Fritz, you don't like the Gatsby? Okay. 15-year MGP at 104 proof.
I mean, it's pretty
Take that
oaky.
over the Taylor. It's okay. I don't think it's phenomenal. I think it's good, but I'd take it over the Taylor BTAC.
I'll never get to try that. So
yeah, I didn't
don't
get a
know.
chance to try. Are you talking about the E.H. Taylor barrel proof?
No, the Taylor BTAC this year, the 15-year, 100 proof. Yeah.
I have no idea.
I have my Elkwood Reserve 18-year that I need to crack.
Oh yeah.
So if that's
At Bourbon on the Banks, I went to the Elkwood tent like 4 times.
What? So what was it? Was that Buff Turkey or is that MGP?
It's Barton.
Barton.
Oh, it's Barton. Oh, it's Barton.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get an Elkwood that's 15 or 16, it's Buff Turkey. If it's 17 or 18, it's Barton.
Man, you know what? I'm cool with the older Barton. Like for a while, it went away. Like for a while there, everybody that's what it either was like MGP or Barton. Like a couple years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then it kind of went away a little bit, and now they're kind of back. But man, I've always been a fan of the older Barton stuff. I like the profile of it. So.
The oldest MGP we're getting around here is the Horse Soldier 10 years. There's like multiple stores that picks. They're $100. They're all like 135 proof though, which is nice.
Yeah,
well, you
Elkwood Reserve was a label this year that I didn't. Every bottle I got was, just very good to excellent. Starting with the distillery 18-year, and the distillery 9-year, which is actually
11
OZ Tyler.
they have
And
them
then Top
11 year.
Dog and Adam picked a 9-year single barrel and an 18-year single barrel, and they're off the charts. And then they released a toasted 10-year, a
Spanish oak.
French oaked 10-year, and a Spanish oaked 11-year. And those are all really, really good.
Mhm.
I like the Spanish oak 11-year. I thought it was really
Yeah.
nice.
Is that MGP?
Was that MGP or was that Tyler or Barton?
I don't remember what those.
I was wasted when I was talking to Todd.
The
No.
Elkwood toasted French oak,
Barton.
Spanish oak, those three.
Barton.
Is it
All
Barton?
three are Barton.
Okay. There you
Oh,
go.
all three were.
Yeah, they're delicious.
And maybe some people are just now realizing like how good some of the older Barton stuff really used to be.
Mhm.
You know, because they used to be the one that if it wasn't MGP, the older Kentucky stuff used to always be Barton. And now, what's up, Trey?
What's going on,
Hey,
guys?
Trey.
How are y'all tonight?
Good.
Hey,
That was
Trey.
the thing. That was the thing with Barton. It was just kind of like everybody got sick of it a few years ago, and then they stopped sourcing stuff or limited it anyway, and it became all MGP, and then the Buff Turkey stuff took over, and that went bonkers for a bit. But I don't know. Maybe it's nice that Barton's coming back a little bit.
Scott, I gotta say, trying some of the Jep the Creed single barrels at Bourbon on the Banks. Those were actually really, really good.
It's
That's what I've heard.
it's so hard to take them serious because of the goddamn Malort. Like it's so hard to just take them.
No, you're talking about Jepson's, not
Or
Jep the Creed.
Jepson. Oh, Jepson. That's what I was thinking. What did you say, Jonathan?
Jep the Creed. I think they're in Frankfurt.
Jep the Creed. Oh, geez. If I told Jason, he would like roll over in his future grave.
No,
that guy would lose
blind
his
with some of
fucking
that,
shit
and
if
he'd
he
be
told
like,
him.
they had a great single barrel.
No
It was
idea.
like
You're just
$70
winding Trey up right now.
Whiskey Wars bought it.
Yep.
And we drank it back at the hotel, and it was very, very good.
Maybe I should do like a secret
Jep the Creed. pick?
Jep the Creed pick and not invite Jason, don't tell him, and then like release it and trick him. He'll be like, this is the greatest whiskey ever.
Well, in all
get 3
fairness,
samples,
Trey did
label
pick
it
up
something else.
a single barrel at Jep the Creed, and he put it in a couple blinds that he sent out to us this year, and it did really, really well.
Did
Yep. Yeah, that right there beat Calumet 18 and the Boss Hog from this year
Really?
in a blind.
Really?
Yep.
So it's solid. I'm not a Jep and Creed fan, and we went there for the other Trey's 50th birthday, and we pulled this one straight from the barrel. And I told the guy right there, I was like, if you put this on the shelf, you'd sell.
I really hope that 2 distilleries get a little bit of love next year. One is Jep the Creed, and the other one is Castle and Key.
Well, I think Castle and Key's starting to turn the corner.
Well, the owner was there, and he says, because of the investors, they were kind of forced to release some stuff early, which is why their name got rubbed in the shitter. And was listening to him talk to me for a little bit, and they have some great finished ryes, and their weeder is good, and they have a beautiful spot. I was hoping the Mash and Journey event would be in one of those 2 locations instead of one of the the big bloated distilleries where it's so costly, but.
Castle and Key could be a fun one. I know they've got some room. Obviously, the grounds are beautiful.
They would probably roll up the red
is.
carpet, Scott. You know what I mean? Like they want that kind of attention.
It's just out in East Jesus, though. That's the man. It is off the beaten path.
That's the thing you're trying to like kind of take into consideration is hotels and the proximity to everything, and like Bardstown, you guys, everyone's been there. You see like how it all just kind of flows.
I know, Scott, we could get like 3 massive Airbnbs.
Yeah, 3 massive what?
Airbnbs.
Oh, Airbnb. Yeah, I don't know. Those would be some stinky ass Airbnbs. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't want to do that, but if you guys want to, you're more power to you. But I don't know. Like,
Just like the Boy Scout Jamboree.
I think
it is convenient going upstairs after drinking. You know, that is convenient.
I think Beam will be fun from the standpoint of it just going to keep it, you know, it's like going to keep it simple in terms of the kind of food and the grounds and what we're going to be doing.
I'm bringing
it's going to be much. It'll be much closer or similar to like kind of how Bardstown Bourbon Company's event was from a flow and food and there being food and stuff like last year we didn't realize how little experience Heaven Hill had ever had doing anything like this,
which is surprising.
Yeah,
they have so
little experience, and it showed.
We are so grateful for what you do for us, but man, oh man, they missed the mark in so many ways.
Yeah, and we knew it like early on, but it's kind of like, you know, the show must go on. You know, you can't like, you know, lead with like running around the place like you're, you know, like your hair's on fire or something. So but yeah, we heard you guys. We knew what, you know, we needed to do and get corrected, and that was one of the main priorities. I know when Jason was talking with the people at Beam, was we needed to make sure that this thing was going to go off, you know, much better than it did. Dude, you know, this year.
The Trail Hotel saved the whole thing. You know,
that was. Yes. I mean, I honestly, you know, the expectation of that was we weren't sure. You know, they tell you what it's going to be, but I think it became like a little mini whiskey fest, which we weren't sure it was going to be that, but man, everybody had a great time. That really did turn into a really good time. So
yeah, I'll be honest, the Heaven Hill was cool, despite, you know, whatever issues there were. I'm not even holding that against it, but I enjoyed the trail more. It was just, you know, it was like this organized bottle share, you know, that was curated by 10 different distilleries.
But you could also meet people, Toby. Like you could meet the people who work for the distilleries, you know, and it was really intimate. It ended up being like, it was superb, and I got to play cornhole outside, and some people were smoking. Like at Heaven Hill, we were in the dark for 10 minutes, and then they pulled us across the street. Like that was so weird.
Yeah,
and every time you bumped into somebody at the trail, they were saying, "Hey, have you tried this at this table?" And you're saying, "Yeah, but you got to try this at this table." And whatever you do, don't go to Old Glory because that big guy's a mean motherfucker. You know?
He smells.
He is a mean.
Don't let Adam know that. Okay.
I like that guy.
I mean, honestly, you know, next to Adam, you know, I mean, Travis looked like less of a sex offender.
I'm sure Travis would love to smack the shit out of you.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think day two, like this year, I've always thought it'd be fun. Like, I do like the idea of getting different distilleries in there and continuing that kind of thing. Whether we do it again, I don't know, but. I think people had a good time. I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool to like set one up in a Rick house. I don't know. Like you kind of try to float some ideas and stuff out there. And obviously, if you guys, I know in talking with Travis, like we talked about maybe Old Glory, but I think we'll try to do it in Bardstown again this year. Maybe do a meetup or something at Old Glory in Tennessee or something.
Why can't we do one at Middle West? You know, just do it in Jason's hometown, you know.
Dude, have you ever been to Middle West?
I've driven by it.
There's like room for like 8 fucking people.
It's 3 if I'm there. Got it.
It's like Glenn's Creek.
There's zero place to put anybody. It's so small inside that like.
I mean, is Ben Holiday too remote?
Well, I mean, honestly, like the best thing would be, well, Travis knows we talked about maybe doing it, Old Glory, which is in Tennessee, like that place. I mean, it's literally perfect. It's got everything that everybody would want and need in terms of space, food, you know, the ability to do picks and like them hosting the thing. It would be ideal.
Could we do a CYPB with Old Glories? Just
they would let you do basically anything you'd want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think talking with Matt, like it kind of seemed like anything's on the table, and we will do something in 26 there. Like what we would really like to do is just go there and spend a little bit of time, you know, and maybe try to, if we're going to be there for 2 or 3 days, mix in a little event or do something and then do some picking and try to figure some other fun things out.
Look at the Penelope thing with the blend. Why can't we do something like that there?
Probably could. No one's saying we can't. I'm sure they would be down for something like that.
You just had a lot of grade A companies at the trail. That really just made that day awesome. And the A+ experience from Travis.
Oh, when did Travis get there? I didn't even know he was there.
I've got your back, Travis.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun. So
yeah, honestly, that day flew by. It was fun to hang out at the hotel where Vic was staying.
It was a nice hotel. That was a nice one.
Yeah, we got to kind of hang out at the bar or in the lounge too. I mean, they were really good hosts.
The trail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think overall they did a good job. I mean, really, all the brands and everybody that was there pouring and doing all that was what made that event. I mean, I think the flow of it was cool. Like, it didn't seem like everybody was, totally jammed up or anything, and people could get around and shoot the shit and all that. So that made it really fun.
Yeah.
Huge bathroom stalls too. That was nice.
It's important, when you're like 6'100", you need big stalls, right?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the fact that I got to try all the Cedar Ridge and the Driftless Glen,
Yes,
I'm all about all places. I was in heaven. I was like, give me more of this.
Yeah.
That, like I said, Old Glory. I mean, I tried a bunch of stuff from there, and I never heard of them until the Blitz.
Listen, you keep talking, you're going to have his back and his front.
Maybe I will. Well,
yeah. What was this thing? Some Heaven Hill, that cigar and Cuban music. What was this whole thing that sounded like it flopped? I didn't hear anything about.
Was that
the thing at Heaven Hill like a couple weeks ago? Someone was complaining about. They got like a refund. I did hear about that.
A couple weeks ago.
No, a couple weeks before the Blitz. It was like a month. Before
isn't that the thing that Jason went to?
Oh, maybe.
Oh no, maybe that's what it was. I didn't hear it was that bad, but man, it's like based on Wayne, it sounds like things didn't go over very well, like at all.
It was a beam in Bardstown.
Well, like, when we were originally kind of talking with all of them and them talking about having like a cigar tent and all that, we didn't realize it was going to be like Blair Witch Project and everyone's just going to be stuffed out in the dark. Like there wasn't even like a single light bulb. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
I mean, they could have put some Christmas lights up or a lantern or
anything.
Something.
I mean, you could get like, 10 string, sets of string lights. It would have cost them
glow sticks.
Whatever. Yeah, glow sticks. It'd be like could have had like a rave or something out there, but whatever. It is what it is. So
yeah, you look out to that tent and the whole thing was lit by, about 6 or 8, 10 torch lighters.
That's the only way you can see like anybody. It's like, come on, someone light a torch. Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
But I do think if there could be some cigar event like as a component would be cool.
I mean, it would be a lot of fun. I mean, I would totally be down with it. I think there's a lot of people who probably would. The only thing is, and you guys who are cigar smokers, and I was guilty of doing it probably more than I should have this year, is you become isolated because the cigar guys go one direction and then everybody else goes another direction. So you're now no longer having to shoot the shit with a lot of people, and you just end up with one big group here, another group here, and it becomes like two completely different things. And I probably spent too much time out like smoking cigars this year. I probably should have been doing more moving around a little bit.
No, we all took care of that, man. Like everyone was very inclusive of everybody, except for
being my first event, I just forced myself. Okay, when I'm done with this cigar, I'm going to go inside for a bit.
Yeah.
And, hang out with the non-smokers.
You were awesome. You were outstanding.
Yeah, you do.
You were like me.
You do, because it's easy. It's easy to kind of fall into that trap of just sitting there and having a cigar or a couple, and you're like, now it's like 3, 4, 5 hours later, and you barely even moved.
Yeah.
So
I spent probably my first half of the night inside, and then I spent the last half out smoking with you guys. I mean, It was great.
And
I think
Randall's-
whatever direction you were going, I was going the opposite direction. Was kind of I think how I was trying to plan that. So
It was, but
if
I trapped you.
if you were coming, I was going. That's just how it was. So
you were worried about baseball.
yeah, I was a little bit. Even at that point, I was done with it because you could see the writing on the wall. But all right, so I'll answer Nick's question. So I think what we're gonna do this year, because of how far Beam is from Bardstown, I think we're gonna probably try the most like logistically like correct way I think to do it would probably be to, rather than have them do multiple runs, just get 2 buses, have them leave the hotel at the same time and have one pickup and do it that way. It's the easiest.
That's what we did in Maryland.
I don't think we had 2 though. I don't think we had 2 buses
I
though.
thought, well, whatever. But, we just kind of corralled everyone at once. I think there was like some smaller buses that went along with the big bus.
Yeah, this one will be, I think we'll probably have to just do 2 of what we had like this year or something and make it easier because there's no real good way to get that because you're going to lose, I mean, a bus driving from Bardstown out to Beam. I mean, hell, that could be 30 minutes for them almost. I mean, it's already 20 minutes just driving in a car. So, so probably just do 2 and get everybody out of the hotel at one time and over to Beam all at the same time and keep it easier. So
I like that Boyd bus that stopped at Arby's.
I'm bringing a handle of white label to the meetup.
nice.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, actually just talked with Matt at Crittenden about a couple weeks ago, and they were working on getting all that stuff, I believe, bottled at the time. So I think they're kind of ramping everything back up. So I'll probably reach back out to them after the first of the year, just kind of see where things are with that. So looking forward to those. Those were great whiskeys. What did we end up with? A wheated bourbon and a rye, I believe, was what we had.
Nice.
Yeah, they were crazy. Like that wheated bourbon was one of the best I've ever had. No shit.
They have some good double oaks for sure too.
And that's the thing, I'm sure like it being the first, they're not just going to give you everything the best right away, but what we had the bulls that he sent us.
Oh yeah.
So we had a boatload of samples. So what else?
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to hit the hay. It was good hanging out, seeing everybody. So
see you, buddy. Good hanging out for a little bit.
Rob.
Have a good Happy New Year. There you go.
We'll do. See you all.
Have a good 2027.
Hey,
See you, bud.
Hey, I'm not long for tonight. Obviously I'm still kind of getting better. Scott, what's your Super Bowl pick, man? Like what teams are gonna end up in the Super Bowl? Not the Packers.
No, I think probably I don't know. Somehow I have a feeling like the Bills are going to work their way in a little bit, and then I feel like I don't know, maybe the Rams.
Okay.
The Texans.
Here you go, Travis. Oh shit, is my camera out?
Yeah,
I'll do that to you.
Hang on. Fucking
Don't worry, I'll get a screenshot.
Hang on, let me. I'll be right back.
Travis is in charge.
There we go.
All right. So now let's turn this into the vodka.
Why are there dicks on the screen?
Tequila shots. Let's go.
What's up, Marty?
Hey, man. Happy early New Year to everybody.
Yeah, you too, brother.
I was wanting to get on before Girth left, tell him happy birthday yesterday.
Oh,
sure.
Happy birthday, Girth.
All right, here we go, Trav.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Doggy style. Very nice.
Jesus Christ. All right, let me hang on. Let me I don't know if I can even get to it. It won't even let me.
Yeah, solo yourself.
It's there we go.
That's so cute. Finally, someone wants to look at Scott.
Hang on, I'm trying. He's moving all over the damn place. I don't know. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the other one. Travis, how old is he or she?
She is 5.
5 years old. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cousin.
All right. This guy's he's a freaking handful, that's for sure. So
Friggin' so cute, man.
I mean, he's only
yeah.
like maybe about 10 or 11 weeks at this point, so he's not very old. But
That's how old she was when we had to drive down to
Are you using
Savannah, Georgia,
PP
and get her.
pads, or what are you doing, Scott, to train him?
yeah, we use because right now he won't go outside at all. He just hightails it back in. So we just we have like we just use like basically like large like kind of like fake grass mats that we're putting in the with like the rubber mats, and then I put like cardboard and shit underneath it, and then that's the only way he'll go to the bathroom. So I mean, if I had to run outside and fricking do my business outside, I'd be shitting and pissing all over the house as well. So let's just be honest. Let's just be honest here.
No kidding.
But
yeah, it got cold here today. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, JG, they weren't. Oh, he actually had to go pee. That's why he was squirmy. Glad he didn't pee on me.
You look at this group,
yeah.
I guess I don't want to
like.
what are you talking
I mean,
about?
Yes, Marty.
I mean, I don't know. I'll say like for my side, I'm like we're pretty close. If we're gonna like look at getting like channel advertising and all that, Depends may not be a bad place to go with things, you know. So just saying, I'm just saying.
You know,
So-
The sporty ones, right, with the stretch band. So yeah.
Oh,
there's a
man.
few of us that can help with that ad.
Oh, it's just the way it goes. So,
earthy.
what else? Using Depends? No, not yet. Anyway. Even though if you think about the concept of that, of never having to like leave an area, that's not so bad. Like if you're really, if you want to get into like some sports or binge a show, there's some positives. I'm just trying to use the positive side of having something like that.
What if they brand Depends for people who do live streams?
maybe
I think you have to have those if you're gonna.
That night,
be in New York or-
the solidarity.
Reese uses a catheter.
You got
sure.
Vic who does 6-hour live streams. That might come in handy.
I don't know how anybody could sit anywhere 6 hours and either not shit or piss themselves, but like I don't even
shit
know.
myself twice tonight.
Jesus.
Yeah, those people, for the New Year's in downtown New York, man, they're all there all day.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
There's
bathroom.
no public bathrooms. They'd be pissing all over the place.
Yeah, my wife
they
said
don't-
she wanted to go do that, and then I told her how long it took to stand there and wait in line and do all that. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll pass."
Yeah, you're there for probably more than 24 hours. By the time you get there in the
enough
morning,
damn shotguns in this country to get me there.
no. Yeah. I don't think I'd
Not
want to be
interested.
standing with like 1 million people or whatever the hell that is that they're doing. So no thanks. No thanks.
I mean, I know how Trey loves Ryan Seacrest, so that might be, the reason he's pushing to go.
Hey, don't be jealous.
I'm
Don't
not.
be jealous.
No, I've
I mean,
try.
Hey, if I had hair like that,
That's
That's
one thing.
not there.
That's one thing for these live streams. I need a big ass TV that just has like the writing and shit on one side, just so I can like read the damn thing.
You need, like, two
No
monitors.
kidding.
Yeah.
I need to pull this thing up and like go below Randall there, just so I can see shit, just to make everybody bigger. I mean, making Marty a little bit larger may not have been the best
You have
thing,
to
but
blow Randall to make everyone bigger. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, jeez.
I thought you had to go.
You say I'm the bad one.
you just said you had to go before, didn't you?
How's that
What are
gonna
you
stop you from talking
what are you still doing
shit out
here?
your
You just
mouth?
said you didn't feel good. You gotta
That's
leave.
funny.
So
Hawk Dewey. Yeah.
man, oh
You
man.
got the Hawk part.
Kept threatening us to leave and you keep staying.
I mean, it's too easy.
Jesus, I guess.
Look at JG even wrote it. That's what I heard.
Jesus Christ. Now he's just getting like he's going beyond ball busting at this point. Now he's just turning into a dirty ass old man. Jesus, JG. Now he's like stooping to a different level at this point.
No, it's no.
got to finish the year off strong, right?
Man, I guess. Yeah, look at Richie. Look at Richie's dad, 91. Man, that's a good little run.
Wow.
He still doesn't use Depends. Jesus.
Holders.
Damn.
JG says I didn't hear Randall say no. No, he opened his mouth.
Next concert I go to, I'm gonna wear one.
No was just implied. No was just implied.
Every no means maybe, and every maybe means yes.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Maybe with the East Coasters.
That's a sales.
No means yes, and yes means yes.
Yeah, there you go.
What else we got here?
Yeah, Fancy Franchi. What's up, Fancy?
The far better half.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's 2026 looking like for you guys? Anything that you want to do, not do more of, do less of?
Survive.
All right, well, I would go with that.
Let's work, better health.
Like I'm gonna open a daycare. It seems like I make $1 million there. So
Have you ever seen such?
I'm already making the one. I'm not gonna buy a bottle of Blanton's this year, so we'll see how that works.
I'll see. Buy one every year, every year except for 2026.
I've purchased one bottle at a drinking for the last 5 years.
Oh Jesus!
Of Blanton's.
In 2025,
and it's still half full.
In 2025, my goal was to see more whiskey people, and I went to California to see Vic, and I went to Kentucky twice in October, so I'm pretty happy with that.
What time did you start drinking tonight?
Me? 7.
Yeah, I'm giving you shit. You said you want to go see Vic.
No, I saw them all in June. Yeah. It's nice to see everybody. It was nice to see Tommy before he left for overseas, and got to meet Mojo a couple times, who's hilarious, and hang out with Terrell. And the Turks. The Turks are awesome people.
Yeah, that's probably been some of the funnest parts for me, is just being able to finally meet a lot of people or see people again, whatever it may be. Because when we do like these blitzes and just all the other things, man, being able to see the people and do all of that, that's really what it's all about, So, doing all of this other stuff, that's just secondary. It's being able to get out and do all the fun things and see people and shoot the shit and have some drinks and all that good stuff. That's definitely
man.
I never knew Jason was so tall and Ethan was so short. So
yeah.
How much have you been drinking?
That was Wednesday night.
Yeah. Started drinking on a Sunday and hadn't stopped. Like, man, you're so tall and you're so short. Yeah, I think this year's event should be much better, but it'll be good again. I mean, the second night in the bottle shares, everybody seems to have a damn good time, no matter what those are.
Three bottle shares, 3 nights in a row. Like, I wanted my mommy. I was like, I gotta go home.
Yeah, you were a bit of a mess. You were a little bit of a Nancy, like
bro. I was
Saturday morning.
I was so sick. I got home and ended up with pneumonia. Like, it was hard to drink through that.
Yeah, you were fighting stuff. Now you were pretty quiet, which in all honesty, that was pretty nice. So like you being sick, it's maybe a downside for you, but for a lot of us, that was a little bit nice. That was kind of nice if we're being honest, right? Like, man, what's wrong with John? What's wrong with Jonathan? His mouth isn't moving. Like, what's going on here?
I had a sore throat, not for the reasons Travis does.
I'm a mouth breather. That's why.
You missed that one.
Jesus.
That's right, Trey. He has apparently.
All right. What about 26 whiskey predictions? Where do we think things are going, and things going to bounce back? Good, bad, indifferent? What do you think?
Prices are going to continue to slide.
Lower prices, yeah.
Hopefully.
I think age statements are likely to start creeping up.
I think they nice to see more bottle transparency too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say with as prices fall, or as some of the prices start to come down, you wonder if that starts to affect the smaller brands. I'll say craft, the smaller brands, because they can't produce like inexpensive whiskey. They just can't do it. So like, where does that leave them? Out of business? Like, is this going to be a year? Like,
wait a minute. Driftless Glen doesn't make expensive whiskey.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I would say that. Like, you start getting into some of their other bottles. I mean, they can still be in that. Maybe not them, but there are some that still have some pretty pricey stuff.
I mean, those people are going to sink, and some people are going to swim. It's that simple. I mean, Driftless Glen is a great representation of a killer.
There's going to definitely be a thinning of the herd when it comes to smaller distilleries.
It really feels like this year, like I thought last year we would start to see a little bit more of a rebound, and it doesn't seem like that's really happened at all. And maybe if anything else, like it almost feels like we still need to go through 26 just to see if anything kind of recorrects from the standpoint of do you then start to see prices starting to creep back up? Once you see that, I feel like maybe the market is kind of, not completely bottomed out, and now we're starting to see things kind of rise a little bit. But
I think you're going to see more companies getting purchased, more M&A. I think like I don't know who and what, but like Jonathan Maizano, awesome human, but like when you're selling bottles for $120, $130, $140,
yeah,
I mean someone's going to get an offer from somebody because they're looking at their P&L and they're sitting there saying, how am I going to make it work?
Yeah.
The thing that he has to his benefit is he doesn't distill. And I think that would be the smart thing for a lot of these smaller people is, if you're a startup, don't distill. There's so much whiskey around, buy it and blend it.
You can you can buy a Green River or MGP barrel somewhere between $800 to $1,300 right now.
I mean, Steven from Copper and Cask, Scott.
We haven't. Let's see. Did we release one last year or the year before? It's been a while. We did one. One.
So he was over my house on Saturday, and he's like, you can buy like killer MGP barrels for like 65% less than what they cost 2 years ago.
Yeah. So what does that tell? I mean, what does that tell you?
They're bringing in 10, 11, 12-year whiskey now, is what he told me.
Well, I don't know. That's a good point. Like, are we going to see more older? Are we going to see more older whiskey in 26? Like, are we going to finally start to go back to like that?
Older whiskey for better prices is what you're going to see, and that's what they're going to have to do.
That's the thing, and that's the thing. Like, what's the price of us getting that? If those guys are selling all of that stuff,
it depends on the label. Like Copper and Cask is cheap. Silver Springs is cheap. There's stuff out there. Are labels out there that don't. New England Barrel Company is another one, but there are other companies like Rare Character who mark shit up.
Yeah,
twice the price.
Yeah. That's the thing when you kind of come out of the gate with those big prices, it's pretty tough to go all the way back down and then re-raise them back up. So
you have to be a tricky thing. Scott, these distilleries have to survive. That's the end. I mean, the rubber's got to meet the road. One of the things
when you see prices like that, quite often that's a distillery that has a debt load that they're servicing. They have to mark those bottles up because they've got debt to pay. Whereas maybe Copper and Cask is solvent. They can sell the bottles at whatever they need to keep the lights on and turn a nice profit, but they're not having to tack on an extra, whatever it is, a bottle to service their debt load.
No one at Backbone. Same thing over at Copper and Cask. They've bought barrels at super discounts, through like warehouse clearance when distilleries go under. So they're housing lots of whiskey from different places.
Yeah.
So
it is. And that's a good point because it's going to be distillers versus NDP, and when did you buy those barrels? Like, what are you doing? Because trying to manufacture, like if you're a craft or a smaller distillery making your own whiskey nowadays, man, that's got to be tough as hell. That's got to be like the toughest part to be in right now, maybe again, like Driftless is kind of in my backyard. So, I mean, they're not a great example because I think they're probably doing the best of like what anybody is doing in terms of their production, their pricing for the most part.
I'll say you got Chattanooga, Old Dominic. They'll be fine. I mean, Old Glory. They're craft, but I think they'll be fine too.
Another label that's going to hurt is Nashville.
Oh yeah. Well, yes and no, because they could back off. And the reason I say that because they're opening up in Louisville, the pricing up and around there of picks are like $10 to $20 less there for the same thing it is here.
I mean,
So they're
then maybe, but like I'm just saying,
Well, that was the problem. That was the one thing that deterred us from going back and continuing to do stuff was because
$130. Like who's
we couldn't have a bottle of bourbon be $150 and rye be $200. Nobody, that was not sustainable to keep releasing.
No one's brought up Floorgate in a year.
Well, I don't think, in even talking with Bill and knowing them and Bobby and how things are, I don't think they've been, I mean, really from about the middle part of 24, or actually the end of probably 23, all of 24, probably all of 25. I don't think they've even released anything. Maybe some a little bit in 24. Nothing in
Dearborn
25.
was the last one, wasn't it? Dearborn Pirates.
I think the last one that they did, I thought was that triple mash or something that they did was what I thought, but maybe not. I don't know if they even ended up releasing that one or not, but it could be Dearborn Pirate might have been the last one then. And that was probably what, 24, maybe 20.
I think it was the first part of 25 that it finally came out.
Okay. All right. Cause they've not done their Kelvin collaborations. Like those were great. Like, let's see, when was I at Bourbon on the Banks? That was 24.
That was right around the time of the Blitz.
That was right. Yeah, that was when they released the Kelvin 60. That was like really one of the last ones I even remember them seeing. So, but so we'll see how all that stuff goes this year. So, but anyway, well, we can wrap this up and then we can always chew the fat in the back rather than everybody just listen to us bullshit our way through this thing. So, but anyway, well, I can't say thanks enough to all of you guys, everybody watching, and all the support and really everything. It means a ton. It's been fun. It'll continue. We'll keep doing all our thing, and it's just this train will keep on moving forward, and that's the way it goes. So I'm looking forward to 26 and getting some more things, getting back in the groove a little bit. Now feeling a little bit better. It feels like I can get back to things a little bit normal. So. But everybody have a great New Year's Eve. Be safe out there, and we'll see you guys in 2026. Remember, it's about the journey, not the destination. Cheers, everybody! Happy New Year! If you guys want to stick around, stay on. But everybody have a great New Year's. Cheers, guys!
Cheers.